Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy Drop Gems again. You know my line. Do the same thing every time. Welcome back. You know what's on my mind? It's Drop Gems time. Yes. Oh boy. And I don't even know if you care about this review. This massive rant on this fucking movie. A Clockwork Orange, 1971's A Clockwork Orange rated X. 2 hours and 16 minutes, guys, of this shit. Of this fuddle buddle, kabooby booby, wooby wooby shit. You know, Three Stooges meets. Oh my god, look at that shit, what they're wearing. And that's supposed to be futuristic. We're gonna cover the plot in this shit, like from Wikipedia, guys, on this fucking rant, because I don't remember much of this movie. I've seen it maybe once, of course, and then seen little clips here and there of the movie. There's one scene we're gonna cover that, of course, is well known, that kind of makes the movie. After that, there's nothing else to talk about or discuss or remember or be affected by culture-wise or society-wise or implement in today or contrast to something that was happening back in 71. You see me clicking these windows because I hate this fucking movie. And I love me Malcolm McDowell. He is a great actor, but in this fucking movie, it's just, wow, it's just an excuse for him to try to be an artist and get buck wild. Look at that shit. And you're supposed to understand this movie and its concept and how deep it is and how futuristic it is. And I don't know if this is in the future. They don't give a date. Even Wikipedia here, guys, doesn't give, in this plot wrap up, it doesn't give a damn date on when this fucking movie's happening, but it says in a futuristic Britain. So in a futuristic Britain, but no date. That's how Stanley Kubrick does. He's just like, yo, fuck it, you know, I'm that man, I'm that artist, and you know, this is what's up. So you don't need to know specifics. So anyways, specifics. So I shouldn't be a writer, that's for sure. Let's go into this movie a little bit more and why I hate it so much. Obviously, I hate it because it's fucking boring, but this scene here, as you see in the trailer, of course, this trailer scene to open the movie, I believe, man, it delivers, dude, and that's Malcolm McDowell. That's all. That's all that is, and what he's doing, I don't like what he's doing. I don't like that stuff. I don't, honestly, guys, to tell you 100% truth. It just doesn't, it ain't my style of film, you know, that or action or entertainment, but it's okay. And you know what's happening. It's part of the movie, and I didn't even get that far. You know that's cool. But if you kept it real life like that and just didn't put in all this other bullshit and these other characters we don't even know about, and they're not even famous, are they still, guys? Do we know their names, the co-stars? We don't. And their outfits are just horrible, and you want to forget their outfits. You don't want to mimic their outfits or mimic these guys in any type of way of fashion or any type of way of, I want to dress up as a Clockwork Orange for Halloween. Do you? I mean, everybody would know who you are, though. I'll tell you that. So they did stand out with that. Got to give them credit there, right, guys? I'm just being straight honest with my rant. But this movie, I would not recommend watching it at all. I wouldn't recommend it being made. I wouldn't recommend it being talked about and praised, which it is. It's highly praised, man. I mean, right? Am I right? What's the score on this thing? I can't even stand this no more. This fucking thing. 8.3, guys. 8.3. And I want to go through Wikipedia why they say this movie is so morality, of course, everybody. Every movie's got to cover morality, psychological. Yep, definitely was psychological. He was doing some psychological stuff, I'll tell you that. So, yeah, it was some psychological torture in the beginning. But I want to cover the plot because I don't know much of this movie, and I don't want to watch the trailer anymore, and I don't care. So let's just go through this plot. And basically, in the futuristic Britain, you meet this guy, of course, Malcolm McDowell, it's the only guy you care about. One night, he gets intoxicated with some milk or something like that. And anyways, what I remember is he does things in the beginning, and he does this cool scene. You remembered it, and this is what this movie's known for and remembered for, is the beginning of the scene. Anyone that says different is shit, and that's all they remember is the opening scene or whatever that individual violent physical scene, home invasion scene. You're gonna remember that, and that after that they don't deliver anything else to you that's memorable or that you want or you think this, like they kind of hit their pinnacle right in the beginning, and and then they lose you with trying to make up a cool story. Of course, Kubrick does that, trying to make up a cool story behind things, and like he'll grip you in the first 10-15 minutes. It does, and then it just like, that's the trick. That's what it wants. It wants to grip you in and then say, okay, now watch. We're gonna explain why they do this, and there's a really good reason why. And we're going to explain this, how deep we're going to get with this. Watch, it's so complicated. Watch, it gets psychological. Watch, it has to do with society. And you just don't relate to it because it has nothing to do with psychologically, because you can't relate to it mentally, and you can't relate to it society-wise or culture-wise, or because you don't want to implement it in your life, because this is behavior and this is costumes and shit and acting, and the dialogue, what they're saying is gibberish, and they're supposed to be saying things that are in their own world, and it's supposed to be poetic and like innovative for the time. It's just it drops it's nothing. It's you guys know what's up. It falls flat, of course. I'm going to say the same cliche sayings because these movies are cliche, and they're getting a lot of praise and hype for being shit. You know, my dog takes bigger dumps that are more impressive and interesting than the rest of this movie, or this movie period. I wouldn't even put it in just for the first 10 or 15 minutes, honestly. You know, there's a lot of things that don't interest me, and it's supposed to be an art form, or something like that, or say something, but it's not. You know what it's doing. It's just putting something visually stimulating on screen to get you to watch it and keep watching, and it works. At times it works. Like I said right in the beginning, it works. But look at this, a budget of 1.3 million, it made 114 million dollars. So off this one scene, off the name of Stanley Kubrick, of course, how can I not mention that? Stanley Kubrick, and the name there alone is going to get you some cash and some viewers. And Malcolm McDowell, up and coming dude. See, he's still talking about to this day. That's right. He's like, yeah, fuck yeah, I've been the performance of my life in that movie. It was such a shit movie, shit sets and shit ass acting and shit story that I had to make it work, and I made it work. So kiss my ass, kiss my white Loomis ass, kiss everything. So, yeah. Watching this trailer and shit of nothing happening. Look at that. Look at that guy's face. Look at the acting. He's kicking him into the pond, and that's supposed to be like spiritual or, mentally out there. Or I'm way more mentally out there when I sit on the bowl and take a dump and think about things. You know what I mean? Or in the shower, washing underneath my armpits. I think more crazier shit than the Clockwork Orange. It's definitely not involving these jock straps as costumes. Look at this fucking Philip Seymour Hoffman from back in the day. 1970. Look at this shit. Look at this. I'm banging my mouse. I will smash this mouse. Let's get back to the plot. I'm ranting and I'm going crazy. I'm done with this movie. You know it, guys. I go all sidetracked because these fucking movies these days, they go sidetracked. Sidewinder. Hell, man. To the deepest, darkest pits. Anyways, this guy, Malcolm McDowell, you follow him through his escapades. He does a lot of shit. And you don't care about after this one scene that goes down at the beginning, like I explained and talked about. It's the only scene in this movie. The rest you just don't care about. The movie falls off. He's injected with massive drugs, of course, and put under some kind of hypnosis where he thinks he's some kind of Superman or whatever. It's his world. We're just all living in it, kind of thing. Society shit. They're controlling us. This is how freedom is. You do bad things, and you will be rewarded with freedom of the mind and soul. Philip Seymour Hoffman, what do you think? No, he doesn't like his jockstrap. Look how big his jockstrap is compared to the rest. Yeah. Anyways, let's get to the end of this rant. So anyways, Alex, a.k.a. Malcolm McDowell, is released from the prison because he was in prison, of course, for all the crimes he just did, like I described. And he put him under some kind of, like I just told you, shit, hypnosis, drug experiment. He comes out, and they think he's cured. He's not cured, of course. Blank, blank, eye, the blank. What does he do? He blinks. Yeah, he's dreaming of having, making love to women. Like that's something bad. Come on, guys. He contemplates violence and vivid thoughts of having relations with a woman in front of an approving crowd. Well, what a crowd wouldn't approve of that? Okay. And thinking to himself, I was cured, all right. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, what are you going to do? Go make love more? I mean, oh, scary. Let's get him back in prison, guys. So anyways, that's the movie in a gist and a wrap up. Stay away from it. Stay far, far away from it. If you do have a mask, wear the mask. Stay away from this damn thing. 6 feet at least. And yeah, Stanley Kubrick. Oh man, I love me some Stanley Kubrick once in a while. Not all the time. It's kind of like a kind of food you just want to eat once in a while, not have it all the time. And this movie draws it out at 2 hours and 16 minutes, and you're just full by the first 10 or 15 minutes. You know, it does remind me of a lot of movies that climax right in the first 15, 20 minutes, and that's it. You don't hear nothing else about the movie. You know, if you do see lists about this movie is, of course, on the top 10 list. This movie is on the top 20 list, the 50 list, the 100 list, and it's up there. I don't know why. Explain to me why in the comments, please. And this fuck movie, uh, you know, that's it. It just climaxes at 15, 20 minutes, and that's it. Done. I lost my train of thought where I was going with that, but I had a good point. But fuck this movie. It doesn't deserve a point. It doesn't deserve to be sharpened like that knife he's holding. It just deserves to be thrown in the can and put a bunch of dirty diapers on it, like these diapers that they're wearing. Throw those shits in there because that was just a horrible fucking idea. You know, if you take out the jock straps, I wonder how he looks. You know, I wonder how he looks without that stupid, silly, fucking idiotic jockstrap that no one would think was scary or wear or think was like. Oh, I don't know if you guys agree. I want opinions because I think I'm crazy, you know, and it's okay because like I said, this is therapeutic for me, and this is the truth about these fucking movies. Do not waste your time or money or buy this on DVD or because someone says, "Hey man, pick up the Clockwork Orange, man," or get a subscription to Amazon or Netflix or watch this on Netflix or watch this here and Shudder. No, don't. I'm telling you, you will love me for it. You will love me for this. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Fuck this movie.